Today I'm going to talk to you about 3 things that you might not have known about proof of weak hands. First of all, there's this. Market cap is at $297 billion. I'm sorry, 297 billion. I don't know why I was thinking that was a period. $297 billion. I was like, we passed $1 billion market cap a long time ago. Market cap's $297 billion. Also, markets went way up today. Look at it. Everything went up, 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 up. This has been attributed to a change over on the Gemini exchange. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Everybody always likes to speculate what caused the market to go up. Well, the bottom line is it had been down for a bit. It had been beat down for a bit. The current price is 7,500. It hasn't, it's went up a good 10% today, but cryptocurrencies oftentimes spike 10, 20%. It's just going up today, which is a great day. It's a great spike. You'll take it. That's awesome. Notice this, Ethereum, $463. Now, this is good. This is the first thing that you may not know about Proof of Weak Hands 3D. When you invest in Proof of Weak Hands 3D, by default, because it's on the Ethereum blockchain, because you buy it with Ethereum, because it's quoted in Ethereum prices, again, that's because in part it's on the Ethereum blockchain, then by the very nature, you're kind of making a secondary investment into Proof of Weak Hands. It doesn't mean that the two can't move opposite directions. They can. But when the price of Ethereum goes up, then naturally the price of your Proof of Weak Hands tokens, the US dollar value of your Proof of Weak Hands go up, because Proof of Weak Hand is always quoted in the current Ethereum price. So therefore, for example, just to show you this, here's my account. One token is roughly $7.98. But when you go to reinvest, you're buying it with Ethereum. So it's always in an Ethereum price. I hope that makes sense. Plus it's on the Ethereum blockchain. So either way, it's kind of like a double investment. That's about the best way I can explain it to you. However, it doesn't mean that it can't move opposite of each other. In fact, look at the chart today. Boom, it started going down. But guess what? Even with it going down, I don't know if you saw one of my last videos, I haven't added new money. I've bought tokens with the earnings, the rewards, but I've not added new money into Proof of Weak Hands. But my account yesterday was around $500, and now it's went up about basically 10% today. Why? A big part of that is the Ethereum price increase. So that's incredible. So when you invest in Proof of Weak Hands by default, because it's on the Ethereum blockchain, you're also partially making an investment in Ethereum. So you may not have known that. Ethereum basically backs up the token. The token is tied to Ethereum. So when you look at the source code, people are like, there's nothing backing that token. No, that's not true. According to the source code, Ethereum is backing that token based on the math. Next up, second thing you might not have known about Proof of Weak Hands happened today. So I got to tell you this, and I mean, I can't even see it on my wallet. I'm not sure how to do it. I mean, I haven't paid enough attention to it. I just read about it in the Discord. Another shout out to the Discord. Shout out to the devs of Proof of Weak Hands. These guys are incredible. So get this. They have done something that's either going to be, it's going to be spectacular in the way of creating attention for sure. It may upset some people or whatever, but in the long run, it's probably going to allow them to improve the Ethereum blockchain. What makes Proof of Weak Hands so incredible is the development team. This is not some copy and paste code. There's a lot of other concepts out there that are similar to Proof of Weak Hands, but all they've done is copied and pasted the code from the developer of Proof of Weak Hands, Manto. They just copied and pasted his code, changed a few things to try to play with the numbers, and that's it. They're just trying to make a quick buck, a quick pump and dump, in and out, churn and burn, and I mean, that's what they're looking for. But Proof of Weak Hands are always under development. Well, one of the developers, not the lead developer, but one of the other developers found an exploit in the Ethereum blockchain. So what he did was they talked about it, and he decided to basically use the exploit for something that's relatively harmless. And technically, there's a real possibility that the exploit could have been used for something malicious if it doesn't get fixed. And it's going to create a real issue for the blockchain. But basically what they were able to do is they were able to create and code their own token. Keep the buy orders coming. That's cool. They were able to create their own token. and they called the token just PoWH.io. So that's the name of the token. Now, what did they do when they created that token? Because they created a token, that's no big deal, right? Yes. But they did like what's called an airdrop. Every single person that has an Ethereum wallet and Ethereum Minute on the blockchain has gotten a certain amount of those just PoWH.io tokens. Every single person. And when you open up the contract to look at it, it explains that it's a bit of a joke, but you got these tokens, an exploit was found, and it creates awareness. When I say everybody, you need to think about how big this is. Ethereum has a market capitalization of $45 billion. There's, no telling how many, millions of people probably have an Ethereum wallet. At the very least, hundreds and hundreds of thousands, probably millions, probably at a $45 billion market cap, there's probably at least 1 million people out there in the world that has an Ethereum wallet. I'm not sure. I'm certain there's a way to look that up on the Ethereum blockchain. But every single one of them now are going to find out about proofofweakhands.io. Now they're going to be aware of it. And when they become more aware of it and people pay more attention over the next few days, it will probably cause this token price to go up, potentially exponentially. I don't know. I don't know if we'll see a huge drift right now, but it's going to, I don't know. A lot of people are like, oh, it's going to cause the price to skyrocket. There's no guarantee of that, but it's definitely going to create a lot of awareness, and I think people are going to be paying attention to it. So will it cause a price to skyrocket? Probably, but not today, tomorrow, or this week. Probably over the next coming weeks, coming months, potentially, the price is going to skyrocket. That's the second thing, by the way, that you didn't know about PoWH3d. That is that the developers are incredible. What they're looking to do, they found this exploit. They were able to find this exploit. They clearly know what they were doing. They put it out there. They did a little bit of a guerrilla marketing with it, if you will. And that's awesome. So the third thing that you did not know about PoWH3d, there actually is a fourth thing. It's a bonus thing. I'm going to save it for another video. But the fourth thing that you did not know about PoWH3d, get this. Get this. This is it right here. Wait a minute. Before I tell you that, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick reinvest here because notice I got over 1 token. So let's reinvest this. So I could pull this out if I wanted to right now. I got 0.0172 Ethereum. But I'm going to reinvest it. And that will be reinvested. I probably should have done 3 gas there. I usually do 2 most of the time. And it doesn't, go right away, but typically within 20 or 30 minutes, it'll go over there. So that will have me at 91. Yeah, 91 tokens. Okay, the third thing that you did not know about PoWH3d, I'm going to say the fourth thing for a bonus. I'll mention it in my next video. But the third thing that you did not know about PoWH3d is that the price of the token doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. People get concerned about this because they get so focused on this right here. Not yet. They get so focused on this right here. They're like, oh, what's the price of my account? What's the price of my account? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. PoWH3d is designed for long-term stability. Oh, it just went over, by the way. You see that happen in real time? So I have 91 tokens. So it doesn't matter because the price of the token doesn't matter. All that matters is the rewards. Because it by its very nature, the 10% fee to pull out is designed to encourage you to hold on to the token. It's designed not to day trade. So in my mind, the thing that you didn't know, okay, I'm joking. Obviously, you can always sell the tokens. But in my world, I treat it almost like if it's a rental property. When you have rental property, you almost don't care if the property goes up or down as long as it will rent. If you've got a renter in there and they're paying the same amount of, every month, and this isn't obviously a direct analogy, but you get where I'm going with this, then you don't care if the price goes up or down, as long as it stays rented. Because that's what you care about more than anything else. By the way, just curious if I've gotten, let's refresh this. Yeah, have I got anything? Maybe not. It hasn't been enough to show up yet. But I keep seeing these buy orders, and they've been small amounts, but eventually it will show up here as rewards. So the third thing you didn't know is you can't sell the PoWH3d tokens. You can't sell them. And it doesn't matter what the price is. The price is irrelevant. That's, one of the same things. It doesn't even matter. All that matters is that it pays rewards. Every time other people who don't realize you can't sell them actually sell them or buy them. You can always buy more, but once you buy more, it's there to stay. You'll see me buy some more later this week or next week probably. But it's there to stay. And I imagine eventually when people find out about this exploit, there'll be more people buying. So those people get really caught up on the token price. What's the current token price? What's the current token price? They really get caught up on that. And if that's you, well, that's beautiful. Then now's the time to get in, because the price is probably going to go up just because more people become aware of it. Because so few people, if you imagine there's probably a million, let's see, we got 11,000 ETH in this contract, 11,000 ETH. And there's probably, so there's, I believe that's 12, if I'm looking at that right, it's 12,000, there's 12,000 transactions or accounts, I believe, if I'm looking at that right. So that would mean that there's probably, a million or more actual Ether wallets. I don't know, I should know that number. But a small fraction of people even know about proofofweekends.io until today, when they all got just proofofweekends.io tokens. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.